and go right next door into the Royal.
The Royal, I remember.
And then we would drink, and then we might have a few smokes, and then we'd wake up on Friday morning and we'd be broke. So, and I mean broke now.
Flash in the pan of a week.
So you'd one good Thursday, maybe a couple of pints on the Friday, but you'd be broke.
Oh.
And this was going on, and then my mother wanted like €15 to do for board, because she just knew I was drinking all the money. And she's like, I'm washing your clothes, your bed, there's a dinner on the table, there's food, and you got to contribute something. So then I went from 47 down to 32, and there was no work, and then Mark McGlenn was sitting beside me and Mick Carr, and this Thursday the three of us were drinking away, and Paul Griffin was there as well. And Mark goes, "Fuck this shit," he said, I'm going back to Philadelphia. And we looked at him and we went, "We're coming with you." So that was like September 96, I think it was. And then I got a job in SCI. I had been there before, so I started working away and just started saving to go to America in 97. And I think in January or February 97 they made me permanent in SCI, and I said, "Listen, you can give it to somebody else. I'm going to America." So we left on the 21st of March 97. We flew into Philadelphia, and when we were flying over on the 747, Brendan Grace was sitting across the way from us. He was going over as well, but there was 4 seats in the middle and 3 on either side, and there was free drink, 3 cans of harp, and we were like to the air hostess, "Sorry love, can we get 3 cans of harp there please?" And she's like, yeah, no matter. So she bring down 3
harp,
3 cans of harp, and so I never drank it before, and had the 3 cans, and then drank them. The next thing she passed by, "Sorry love, can we get another 3 cans there?" She's like, yeah. So we were like, Jesus, this is mad, like. And there was an old woman sitting beside me, and then so we kept drinking away, and next thing we said, "Sorry love, can we get another 3?" She leaned in and she goes, "Lads, for fuck's sake, go up and get him yourself. I have a job to do," she said. "Go up and get him yourself." So we were going up, we were just getting the cans. So we were hammered on the flight over, and so when we got into JFK, we were shit faced, like. And then we got so yeah, that's kind of how we ended up there, like. And within a couple of years, they were all gone back, and I stayed. But when I did come back in 2008, I was only back 6 or 8 weeks, and the whole thing collapsed.
Really?
And I had no trade, you see, because what I was doing over there didn't apply here. So I actually had to reinvent myself, and that's how I started getting into the stonemasonry. Because
you did that course thing.
I did a course in Tralee.
What did you think of that?
Amazing. And I actually saw my teacher on Nationwide last week.
Really?
He's teaching them how to carve lettering and
cool.
Tom Little was his name, and he was absolutely.
And what did they? Because I never did this thing. It was something I thought I'd need, but then I was too busy doing.
Yeah.
And
I had to move down. I had to move down by Tralee for 9 or 10 months to do the course.
Really?
Yeah. We'd friends from America living in Milltown, so I used to stay with them, and then I used to drive over to Tralee to go to school, like.
All right.
But I loved the course. The teacher I think he worked as an editor or something for the Independent.
He wasn't Scottish, was he?
No, he's a Dublin man, but his father was a stone carver, so he left the newspaper and he went back and he went carving, shaping stone and stuff, and he's absolutely gifted. Like, he's done a lot of stuff around the country, but he was really interesting, and he gave you stuff like, I mean, he gave us a stone, and we had to make it into, like, it was a slab of sandstone, maybe that size, and we had a banker. There was 8 or 10 of us in the class. We all had a banker, so you'd put the stone up in the banker, and you'd make a profile, and we made a cylinder like a can of Coke, basically. We carved a can of Coke, you could say. It had the lip on top, and then I really enjoyed it. Some guys, had no interest in it at all, but I really, really enjoyed it.
And in regards to what you did there, how did you think that applied to doing what's demanded in regards to stonework these days?
So we were given the pitcher and the chisel and the punch, and what it taught you was how to dress a stone, how to feel a stone, like, you know what I mean, the veins and how they split. and the softness, the tools you used for the soft stone or hard stone, and so yeah, you learned how to dress stone really and shape stuff. It was like other people were into the carving of letters, say, like and doing stuff like that.
It's crazy how many different categories there is. I mean, a lot of people would say what I do isn't stonemasonry, but they're just fucking. It is stonemason. It's just there's like I think 5 or 6 different fucking
like
categories.
You see like a pillar or something, and you have the plinth at the bottom.
Yeah,
like that's what they were teaching us and stuff. You could go down that route, but I was more just into doing stone walls, and I wanted to kind of learn a bit of black work, but there was no black work really. We only done blacks.
I never did black work, and I have no interest in doing black work. I suppose because of the creative background I'm coming from. It was always going to be stonework.
I can build blocks, but I'm not fast. I'm slow. I couldn't jump in with
But that only comes with like
practice.
Every day.
Yeah.
The brother Graham now is a machine at the blocks, but he can't. He doesn't believe he can do the stone.
Yeah.
He says I tried it, but he said I'd love to. Brendan is another one. Brendan O'Hagan. Brilliant block layer, brick person, unbelievable. And he said he can't do stone. He said he just.
Yeah, and I struggled. I've always struggled with blocks. I used to find it hard, whereas I found stone was easy. Came easy to me, but
your energy. It's profound sometimes if you were to sit back and think about it. And just block out everyone else, because sometimes you have to block out everyone else. And, you can meet someone now and they'll say, "Well, this is our idea. This is what we want, and this is stone we have," and you're looking at the stone, and for some reason you're like, that's the wrong stone for your idea. But we can use this stone anyway, but it won't be what you're thinking. But it'll still be. You got to let the stone be the stone. Some people want to shape it to the point where it must be block or brick.